This is the Process Shot. I'm Michael. I'm trapped in a silent hellscape. And, well, actually, it's not always so quiet. Sleep Has Her House is an experimental horror drama made in 2017 by director Scott Barley that foregoes dialogue, writing, and even characters, and relies almost entirely upon visuals to tell its story. That story opens with a brief statement talking about the darkness that is enveloping a forest and the powerlessness of the animals and nature within that forest to stop it. The rest of the film watches these events from afar, slowly moving from location to location as we seem to watch the darkness slowly creeping over the forest, bringing death and decay along with it. When I say slow, I really do mean slow. The film keeps everything at a snail's pace, from camera movement to actual movement within the scene, varying a bit at times, but otherwise being a complete slog. While other movies may do this to artificially pad a runtime, Sleep Has Her House actually uses this lack of speed to a great effect, making that slowness a character or element within the overall film, especially given its association with the darkness. There's a sense of foreboding dread in every scene as it slowly paces its way through the environment, with the individual pieces of each shot changing just as subtly, to the point that you may look at something, such as a tree or the mist, and not realize that it's changing before your eyes until you look at something else and then back. It almost seems metaphorical in a sense, that there are many things changing around us that we don't seem to realize until it's too late, but I don't know if that's what the filmmakers are going for. In any case, there's clearly a sense of atmosphere being set up here in lieu of a story, and the other technical elements of Sleep Has Her House are pretty damn spot on when it comes to that. Editing, of course, is paced pretty slowly, allowing everything within the scene to take its time. Cinematography is subsequently pretty vast, using this time to present an image with a great amount of detail and scale that pushes the audience to look at every inch of the scene, which again is changing without them ever noticing. Color in the film is pretty interesting, with monochromatic shades that seem to echo silent films, though this tends to be a bit obfuscated by the heavy amounts of darkness within each scene, which simultaneously draws the viewer's eye towards brighter parts or moving elements. There are a few points where the movement of light or dark itself seems to become a part of the story as well. And speaking of silent movies, the soundtrack of the film is also almost entirely natural noises, which adds to the film's atmosphere by keeping the audience fully within these forest zones. Though there is the usual drawback where the quietness almost seems to promote dozing off during the film. Overall, Sleep Has Her House is very much not going to be the kind of movie you can just put on and expect to fall into. It pretty much lets you know from the beginning what kind of movie it is, and it refuses to let up on its stylization and experimentation after that. Even so, the film knows how to make its extreme style choices work in its favor, and the end result pulls off a movie that is very slowly paced and methodical, but rich with visual information and atmosphere that will have you completely absorbed in no time at all, if you let it take you in, at least. Sleep Has Her House. Scott Barley, 2017. 4.5 stars. It's gonna be rough, but I'd recommend watching it for sure. Anyways, that's it from me. If you like this review, leave it a like. If you have something to add, leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel for more reviews. I don't know if I should have a proper outro or just let the noise in this place run out the end. Actually, let's try that.